Does this make sense, what you are hearing? Because this is not just an intellectual argument.
Well, this is an incredibly crucial question because, you know, if I'm wrong, there's certain things that are going to happen to me.
Yes, and
obviously.
I appreciated you saying at the very front of your article that it was of primary importance, because we couldn't agree more. What I want to know is the evidence bringing you toward different conclusions.
I look at the world today, because I work for the Department of State, I look at the whole world, not just the Christian part. And according to Encyclopedia Britannica, 32.8% of the human beings on this planet today are Christians. And that's kind of a vague definition of Christians. That includes a lot of people.
Do you know, in the Middle Ages, 100% of the people believed that the sun went around the earth. They were all wrong.
That's correct. So what you're saying is that after 2,000 years, that this shining truth has only been able to convince 32.8% of the people of this planet. And at that progression, it'll be 6,000 years before you get everyone.
Well, my goodness.
And the reason I think that's the case is that because there are all these religions out there, and they all have the same truth value, which is
okay, I agree,
low.
Mr. Nalen. The question would be, though, is let's say we're going that direction. The only reason we're going to go that direction, and you ought to be the first to hop on board and become part of the new statistics, is if there's evidence.
Right.
And that's what we want to know, is not how many haven't yet accepted it, because there's a lot of people listening tonight that may accept it simply on the evidence alone. There was a time when I had to do it, and I looked at the evidence and felt compelled that there was no other choice. Jesus was who he claimed to be and gave evidence.
Yeah, that was my situation also. I went to university as a garden variety 20th century pagan, and as a result of being forced for intellectual integrity's sake to check out this evidence, I finally came around. I think often of the statement of Pascal.
This will have to be the last statement because we're out of time. Go.
All right, good for Pascal as a last statement. Said Pascal, there is enough light to convince anyone who's willing to check it out. And there is enough obscurity that no one has to accept it if he doesn't want to. So it seems to me that the style of Mr. Nalen's approach here will eventually lead him in a different direction.